What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym strength work for Monday, November 16th. Deload week, so new movements this week, staying light and at lower volume just to introduce your body to the new stimulus as well as let your body recover from our performance week last week. Um, it's three different movements for our strength work today. We're going to be moving to snatches on our Olympic lift, so we'll be going from the hip, and then we're going to use a snatch grip RDL after that to train our hinge pattern, and then we'll be finishing up with some tempo chin-ups for our upper body pulling. So let's talk about those snatches to begin. Grip should be right when this bar is in your hip pocket, that little crease that your hip makes, and you extend those arms all the way out to the side. That's how wide your grip should go. So if you get too narrow, it drops below that hip pocket. If you slide out wide, then with that arm fully extended, it should be right there in that pocket. From there, it's going to be a 2-inch dip. Be sure you're using hook grip on these snatches today. So remember, that means top 2 fingers over that thumb. Hip width stance, pulling those shoulders back so our lats are engaged. 2-inch dip, knees go wider than toes, and then you're going to use your legs to generate as much momentum as you can to get that bar overhead. So it's going to be jump, shrug, catch, shoulder width on our catch. Bar finishes right over top of the back of the head, pressing up into that bar with a tight belly. Stand it up to finish. Reset your feet. You're just going to go back to that 2-inch dip. I want you to pause there for a moment. Try not to re-dip before you go. Pause here for a moment, then jump, catch, shoulder width, barbell right over top of the back of the head, and stand. Remember to keep that bar close to you. Don't let it fly out away. Those elbows come high, wrap under, and then press out. You don't want to swing that bar back and forth because that can be hard on your shoulder. After those, you're going to rest about 30 seconds, just long enough to add some weight, because I want you guys going heavier for your 8 snatch grip RDL. Another little tip before I go farther, you might want to tape your thumbs because with that wide grip today, especially if you're using that hook grip, it's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the inside of that thumb. Throw a little tape on there, helps out a lot. Same grip as we just had on our snatches. Start your first rep from the top knuckles facing down, pull those shoulders back, belly tight, slight bend in the knees, and then keep that bar sucked back into you as you send those hips back. As far as gaze goes on these today, go ahead and look down on the ground as you finish. In a snatch, you're normally looking forward, but on these RDL, let's just keep our neck in line with the rest of our spine. Only going as deep as you can without rounding that low back or upper back, so you'll stop yourself wherever that depth is. After you finish up 8 of those, we'll rest roughly a minute, and then you'll move into 4 tempo chin-ups. On these chin-ups today, that means palm facing you. I want you using an object to get up here because we're focused on the hold at the top as well as the negative motion. It's going to be 5-second hold at the top, fist shoulder width. Try to have those toes together, tight, hollow body position. And then 5-second negative. Be sure you're going as slow at the bottom as you were at the top. Step back to your object, back up to the top. 5-second hold at the top, hollow body. 5-second negative. Another tip on those, try to turn that grip so that those top knuckles are facing up. Almost like you're doing a bit of a false grip here. Just trying to get a little bit more engagement through the shoulder and the lat. 4 reps on those. If you're struggling to keep your tempo, you can always pull a band across and use some assistance to help hold you in those positions as well as control your rate on that lowering. I like to go between those J-cups versus around the bar. It just gives me more options because I can adjust my band tension or I can move those J cups up and down. On those snatches today, we're going to be building very small jumps each set. We need to protect our shoulders. That's a movement that can just be tough on our shoulders altogether. So be smart on those. And then same thing on those RDL today. We're going to start light and then make a small jump each set. Good luck on our strength work. We'll see you guys back soon for our Metcon.